We're making birria tacos. We're gonna give you a step-by-step tutorial on how to properly execute these birria tacos. Step one, you wanna start by getting a saucepan, get you a medium heat, put some oil in there. You wanna get a nice char on your peppers. You wanna get your char on your peppers and release the flavor.
Once you get a char on your peppers, go ahead and drop those into your boiling water with your beef and your salt. And then you go ahead and get a char on your aromatics, your vegetable blend, your onions, your green onion, your garlic, your ginger, your tomatoes, your carrots, your celery. You want to get a good char on that also. That helps bring out more flavor, and that will help at the end of the process when we're tasting, that will help round out the heat from these 3 chilies.
And one more.
Once you have got a nice char on your aromatics, you're gonna drop that into the water with the beef. You wanna get it up to a nice boil.
Once you achieve that boil and you start to notice that your peppers are rehydrating, while that's going on in that pot, you wanna go ahead and drop your spice blend into your saucepan with your oil to get a toast on your spices also. It makes all the difference, toasting your spices versus not toasting your spices.
Stay toasty, my friends.
For sure.
Once you finish the toast on the spices, that will also go into the pot. So that completes that step of the process.
It only takes about 15 minutes to get everything rehydrated as far as the peppers go. Once those 15 minutes have elapsed, go ahead and grab your slotted spoon, bring your blender over to the pot with the beef in it, scoop out all of the aromatics, the vegetables, the peppers. Throw them into your blender, grab some of that stock from the pot with the beef in it, put that into your blender as well. You want to achieve a nice smooth paste. You definitely don't want any clumps, any chunks going on in this birria paste. It's very important that you do that because you don't want to bite into chunks of cloves. You don't want to bite into a big unprocessed chunk of chili. So you really want to blend it smoothly and nicely.
So once again, once you sear all your vegetables and your peppers, drop it into the pot. Once these items are rehydrated, you are going to blend them into a smooth paste. Next step.
Once you have your smooth paste that has been achieved in your blender, you want to go ahead and pour all of the paste back into the pot with your beef.
Back to the pot.
After you poured your paste back into your pot with your beef, go ahead and cover that pot, turn the heat down to a simmer, probably about 2 or 1 depending on your stove. And then you want to let that go for about 8 to 10 hours in your pot on low.
The longer the better.
The longer the better. If it is a quick dinner night, you can get away with doing a good 4 to 5 hour simmer on that birria meat. And it'll be very tender, but not as tender if you would go till about 8 to 10 hours. You can, at this point, also cut off your pot, cut off the stove. Go ahead and get you a spoon and a fork or 2 forks. Get in there, get in that pot, shred that meat up, and your birria is set.
It's time to assemble the birria tacos. You want to add some oil to your saucepan over medium heat. Next, grab your tortilla. Dip your tortilla into the birria sauce in the pot. You want to make sure you get both sides coated with the sauce, and then go ahead and place your taco shell into the pan. You want to start getting a nice little crispiness on your tortilla before you start adding the birria meat and cheese.
And once that tortilla gets going, go ahead and grab your slotted spoon. Get you a nice scoop of birria meat and place it onto your tortilla in the saucepan. You want to make sure that you don't get too much juice into the pan because we do have this really hot oil in the pan. And as we know, oil does not agree with water. And you will get that extreme popping and grease flying everywhere. So you want to try to make sure that you get some juice in there, but we don't want it to be too much juice.
Right.
Once you get your birria on your tortilla shell, you want to go ahead and grab your cheese. Now, mozzarella is the traditional cheese used in quesadilla tacos, the ones that we'll be showing you today. If you're just doing the regular birria tacos, then obviously you would skip that step. You will not add any cheese.
Facts.
So go ahead and get that tortilla toasty with the birria and the cheese on top of that. Go ahead and grab your spatula and flip your tortilla in half ever so gently. And you want to just get a nice crispiness on this side for about 30 seconds to a minute. Once you achieve that crispiness, take your spatula, flip it on over to its other side so you can get another even layer of crispness. After your quesadilla taco is done in the pan, go ahead and grab your plate and serve it up.
Make sure you get a little bowl on the side because what everyone realizes and what everyone loves is you gotta have your birria with consomme. Consomme is the juices in which the beef was cooked in.
Absolutely. You cannot skip the consomme.
I need mine. I need all mine.
It is absolutely delicious. It makes a world of difference. It gives your taco that juiciness, all while your taco still has that crispness. Then you get that nice cheese pull. When you take a bite, it is mouth-watering amazing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. You've seen the work. We showed you the steps.
And there we have it, folks. Quesadilla tacos con consommé y vegetales.
Well, I didn't know you knew all that. Damn.
Un poquito.
She over here showing out. So, guys, we got some beautiful wines over here from the McBride sisters. I don't know if you guys know this, but to pair with a beef dish, it's best to go with a red wine. You can also do a Riesling, which is a dessert wine. Today we're gonna do a sparkling rosé. To you guys, to a prosperous night. To these birria tacos, I'm your host, Chef Nucef.
And I'm Kayla, his sous chef.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Good night, you guys. Holla at your boy.
Cheers.